Stadium here at Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Allen on third. Dancing to his left. It's complete to Cook. And some room to work. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who was so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Buying time to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. They've got his man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Allen steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Able to slither by. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, flush to his right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The Tucker roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. From midfield, here's Allen. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 31, Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. To throw, it's Allen. And completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Allen running right on the option. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. Bass on for the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Returning it, Justice Hill. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! James Prochet, 36 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Allen now on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man is Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson's throw into the hands of Boyle here. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. On 3rd down, Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. The dangerous Hill now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to take another shot here. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Moss. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round? That's what I call a steal.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now it's Crowder. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Allen to throw once more. It's complete to Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw.
And he is into the end zone for the Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one. His 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Bills. That's caught. Stephon Diggs. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Returning it, Hill. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson, rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And interesting there, a loss of 15.